And I'm back with more Persona 4 Golden. You may hear some stuff in the background while I'm talking. I have my air conditioner on because it's starting to get warmer outside. In fact, almost too warm, because even in the morning it's a little warm at this point of the day. So when I change the volume to edit the footage, you may hear some whirring in the background. Hopefully not, because it's directly like diagonal from where my microphone is pointed, but hey, we'll find out. But anyway, we've got Kanji, Chie, and Yukiko, and we're here in Marukyu Striptease, save Risei. So it's time for Dungeon Rants! This smell, this atmosphere, it's making my heart pound. So, about Risei. This kind of goes along with how Kanji's been dealt with.
This one's really strong!
And really a lot of it has to do with, just their... Again, a lot of this has to do with the way it used to be shown in the old days. This is a 15-year-old game at this point. So bear that in mind when you're seeing things like a 16 or 17-year-old dealing with issues of how to deal with homophobia and uncertainty about that. Because
let me do this. Here goes.
Here we go.
Ha!
It's dead!
Let's attack with all our strength. It will end here.
Because for me, it's not so much the homophobia. It's the kind of gross nature that Japanese games tend to have with it. In that this is one of the better responses and better explorations. More after the fact. And Kanji gets a lot of time to himself to explore, not even liking men or liking women. It's just the uncertainty of, I don't know these people. I don't know myself. Are these actually my friends? Are they real people? Or are they being nice to me? Or things like that. So
here goes.
His entire boss fight being an entire symbol, accept me for who I am, and things like that. The game is playing off those fears.
Go forth.
They're playing off those fears, and I think it's not subtle.
Go!
So there is a bit of grossness at that when you look at it. Stop. There is a little grossness at play when you think about things and how directly it is. And I don't know if Persona goes about it in such a mean-spirited or uncertain way. I think they are playing off the fear present.
3 enemies down! Now's our turn! Bring it on!
Risei's in a situation as well. And I've said this situation before when it comes to... You fucking hit him! There. Risei's in this situation where she's 15 or 16. You know. Oh boy, electric brake. I really don't care. More of the problem with her isn't so far that she's playing off I don't I don't think it's so much that they're playing off like sensuality and uncertainty, so much as they are doing it with.
Chie-chan's down!
Damn it!
This isn't good.
God damn! They're doing it with a 15, 16-year-old girl.
I am thou.
Because I think there are kind of limits to those things. Because Rise's an idol. Idols deal with weird things. And there are been, like, instances where
Couldn't quite beat it.
games rightly have said, being an idol is not as fun as and exciting as you think it is. I've heard a lot of horror stories about, like, idols basically being, well, not indentured servants, but for all intents and purposes, that's what they are. They get fame and fortune, but they're also kind of in a frustrated mindset. Having never really been in a situation of celebrity, I would not know the rigors of how do you deal with being a celebrity. Alright, let's do this.
I won't fall behind.
Because it's fair to assume, hey, this is not the most fun or exciting thing. You would think that being a celebrity is money, fame, prestige, all sorts of weird, cool things. But you're tasked with that at such a young age, prepubescent, basically. A lot of these girls are put into these bands at like 15, 16 years old, if that. And you're basically expected until, I don't know, 20, 25, really, unless you get super big. And again, every situation is going to be different. Not every game has that much. I remember Tokyo Xanadu kind of goes into this a little bit as well.
Something's weird about Chie-chan.
Here goes Persona!
Because there was a character, Rion, who also dealt with that. And
I am thou.
Rise was kind of my first experience into how this sort of thing
enemies.
works.
Charge through them! Chie-chan, this isn't good.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Something's up with Kanji.
God!
Kanji!
Sucks!
Give up!
Persistent. Ouch! That hurt.
Okay, you can
Chie-chan,
stop now.
This isn't good.
Punk!
Two enemies.
Here
Charge
goes
through them.
Persona!
So again,
Whoa, Kanji! You beat
one
an
of the good
enemy.
things about Kanji is he's just attacking with Zeo attacks. If I take him out of the party, I'm gonna have to start using Zeo skill. But yeah, getting back to the whole idea that you're playing off young girls having uncertainty and frustration about all the things that they're trying to do. It's a powerful thing. And I wouldn't know what that's like. I don't really want to know. But you also have to remember that this is an M-rated situation. Persona doesn't really do things by accident. It'll be a good chance to check out
A rare
the
monster.
resolution skill.
One enemy. Fight!
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 Die already!
But the important thing to note about Rise is the dichotomy between what the game is showing you.
Don't tell me it's not working.
Right. The dichotomy of what the game is showing you versus what it's trying to tell you. the game is using a lot of the tropes that suffer from, okay, we're showing off a girl in her bikini, we're showing off a lot of other weird things that are going on. And again, it's kind of icky.
So persistent.
She's 16 at best. You know, 15, 16 years old. I dealt with this with Riku in Final Fantasy X. Because it's like...
Something's weird about Chie-chan already.
I would
Just
rather
one enemy left.
not a game focus on that.
Chie-chan, this isn't good.
Because it makes for an uncomfortable situation.
Something's weird about Chie-chan.
A very young person talking about, I'm going to bear it all for you. I'm like, it's not as overt. Like, Persona's not as overt about it as say, oh, Riku has a skin-tight outfit, so let's show off her skin-tight outfit in every single chance that we get. Like, I'm not even saying it's good when they do it for, like, Lulu, but at least Lulu is, like, 25? So, there's at least that, okay, we're emphasizing it, but we're not getting into the ugly territory of somebody's getting off on this sort of situation, and it's very disturbing. Because that's the thing you run into with these sorts of situations, is that you're glorifying something that really shouldn't be glorified. And unless you have something like this, where you are directly exposing this as a terrible thing that the party is going to confront, that the character themselves is going to confront, it does seem kind of, you know, because it goes into the idea of fan service for the sake of fan service.
That was easy.
And Persona is not alone. Nearly every game that I play in this sort of, nearly every game I deal with has some form of this kind of problem. Reduces fire damage by 20. Increases ice damage. Won't do that. Like, it won't get rid of the... It won't avoid the damage. But it will reduce the damage. So I mean, if that makes any sense, it's kind of the drawback of, all right, I'm focusing on this to make a point, so can I get away with it? Versus, are you doing it just to do it, to play off the, we have teenagers playing this game, it's funny, she's horny, whatever, you know, that sort of weird thing. Because there is a fine line there. Sensei, are you okay? I'm getting a little drunk off all the pink. Oh, God. Okay, good. I got the advantage there.
This one's...
Well, that didn't work.
4 enemies left!
Come here, Take Mikazuchi!
2 enemies down!
Fantastic, Kanji-kun.
That's awesome, Kanji! One
Don't
enemy
lose your
down!
head.
That's it, Kanji!
Couldn't finish it!
Yeah, I plugged in the wrong controller. Forgot there was a little bit of delay on this. Forgot there's a delay in the recordings of one of my capture cards. I'll fix it next time I record. All right, I'm getting sick of you.
There! I couldn't do it.
Okay, so they're repelling everything. I don't like this, so I'm gonna get rid of you.
Great, Sensei! Go for broke!
Here goes. Crush it time.
But yeah, as I've stated
That's
before,
our kanji. 2 enemies defeated.
There! Oh, it's
yeah,
not
that didn't
working.
help much.
1 enemy. Fight,
Here
fight,
goes.
fight.
Crush it time. You're too weak to fight.
All right, good. So again, it's one of those things where is that line? Where is that line that you cross where it goes from we're exploring a situation to explore a situation to we're showing off a thing because it's funny and it's a trope and we're going to do it because we like doing it. Because we like showing off girls' boobies or girls' butts.
3. You can win. 3 enemies. Let's get through this.
Persona.
Great!
Here goes.
Great job.
2 enemies.
Oh, me, I'll do it! Here I go!
Oh yeah! Let's punch! Boom!
2 left! Here's our chance! This is it!
Yeah!
2 enemies left.
Hit! Fucking hit him! God!
Hang tight and go for it.
There,
You're
geez.
too weak to fight me.
Alright. So again, I think Persona does an okay job of skirting the line. But suffice it to say, it's not a perfect line. Because games like this are still emblematic of just kind of doing a trope to do a trope and not really getting away with being like again, I'm trying to make it more of an issue, I think, because of the older that I get. Okay, game. You could just not hit them. That works too.
There are 3 enemies. Careful.
That works too, game.
Electricity. 3 enemies. Let's get through this. Something's weird about Chie-chan.
Here goes. Crush it time.
2 enemies down. That's
But I've also
awesome.
stated I try to be internally consistent.
I couldn't do it.
Because I don't want
It got back up. Hurry and beat it.
I don't want it to assume and seem like I
Kanji,
don't
That was super cool.
understand the interest of say, hey, here's a little bit of fan service if a character is using that to their
Oh,
advantage.
Kanji.
Like,
you
I'm
beat an
watching
enemy.
a show called Lupin the Third, and it's been around for 50 years or so, and a lot of them are thieves, and they're liars, and they're con artists, and specifically Fujiko,
Fight,
the main
fight.
character of the version I'm watching right now, uses what she has, which is basically just a 10 body, to her advantage. But the way the show goes about it sometimes, at least in the, like I said, this was from 2010-ish, where the amount of times she's out of her normal clothes and showing off her boobs is teetering on uncomfortable, even though she's, like I said,
It's our turn.
probably 20s and
Electricity.
mid-30s. So, yes, she's using
3 enemies left.
her skill set to get what she wants. So, is it
Three
inherently a
enemies down.
terrible thing?
Ready?
I don't know. The show does use it as an exploration of the character and how far she's willing to go to do what she wants to do. And again, these characters are free will, like, very open about we need to do this to get what we want, to steal what we need to do to survive and, you know, thrive. And fuck all the consequences, you know? So it's a little bit different than this, where it's kind of innocent, but not really. Like, they're merely exploring it. Ice suppressor. Interesting. Yukiko. Raises evasion. Nice. At least for now, that'll help. So again, I think it really is show dependent or game dependent or other things like that, because what kind of point are you trying to get across? And I've said this before, there are some shows or some games that do fan service for the sake of doing fan service. They don't really go much further into that. Other times, they are very willing to do a little bit more exploration. And I think at least in Persona's case, aside from some of the obvious cliches that are really annoying after a while, that are there just to fill out a quota, I do think this is at least making an attempt to explore that, but do keep in mind that, you know, 15, 16-year-old girl versus a 25, 26-year-old woman, what is the line that you're willing to say is a comfortable sort of situation? So I'm bringing that up because that's what this game is presenting, not because, you know, because personally I kind of, you know, it's been there in the back of my head every time I've played this game, so that may or may not be an issue. I can smell it! I smell it! My nose is smelling something, some kind of clue. Say, is Rise's here? So I'm gonna try and get to Rise's cutscene, and then I'm gonna try and run.
That's a strong enemy! Don't get hurt!
Ow. Ow!
Three enemies! Let's get through this!
Well, that didn't work.
Go, Take Mikizuchi!
God, every enemy is just weak to
Three enemies
electricity.
We can stand ready! Bring it on!
Awesome! Chie-chan's in rampage
Go
mode!
forth!
I like rampage mode.
Did that do it? I leveled up!
So by the end of this dungeon, what I'm going to be looking for is Mediarama. Maybe not for Yukiko, but certainly for me as a backup plan. Anyway. Oh, here we go. The smell's coming from here!
It's Rise!
But something's not right. It must be her other self. Hello, all you fans out there! Thanks for coming today!
Ugh.
Today, you're gonna see every last inch of me. What's that?
Could you close your eyes, please?
Okay. Then why don't we... Oh, but you won't be able to see with all this smoke, huh? Okie dokie. Just follow me a little further in and I'll prove that I'm every bit as good as my word.
Were we like that? That's
Yes.
going kind of far.
Yes.
Sheesh. The roar of the crowd is insane this time. Oh, it's making me feel sick.
If people really are watching this, we gotta do something, and fast!
All right, Reseteers, don't touch that dial. When we come back, you'll get a good long look at the real me. Marukyu!
We better move it! This is 1,000 times worse than just hearing a few nasty secrets.
The shadows
Also-
are really getting aggravated. What we just saw is what that Rise girl is suppressing. She'll be in trouble at this rate.
So, guess I'm on the rescue team now. All right, let's hurry up and go.
So, and let it be known, the anime even goes into worse detail. The beginning of one of the episodes is like Rise just says Marukyu and just points her ass right at the camera. And then that's where the joke of Narukami is going, do you want a copy? It's like I think it's either Kanji, but it's probably Rise, because Yosuke's making the call all the time, and Narukami just going with it and says, do you want a copy? Yay, soul drop. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna need a different way of doing this. Okay, that'll have to do. I can heal other SP with, well, that'll do for now. Alright, for now, that was one episode. It's still gonna take a little bit of time to go through Rise's dungeon, so we'll keep on going with it next time.